You ended up with the love of your life.
Absolutely.
Then let me end up with mine.
Remy and Valentina, it's their life. I think it would be good if we just let them live it.
Thank you so much. You're such a good man.
You are an amazing woman.
I'm worried about my boss, Mr. Spence.
Are you having impure thoughts about your boss? I've been doing a lot of thinking, and now I know what I dream of.
What is it?
This.
Oh, this is fine. Just make sure she knows I'll pay for everything. You know, including her new, leg.
Well, that man I wrote the song about, he didn't care about my dreams. He tried to stop me.
I would never do that.
I can't take that chance.
Buenos dias, Evita. You look so pretty today. Are you ready for this morning's paper? Hey, son of a bitch!
What happened?
She bit me. What? I was changing the paper in the cage and the bitch parrot bit my hand.
Maybe she's hungry. Does she have enough pellets?
This isn't about pellet. The bird is a sociopath.
Let me see your hand. You're fine.
Listen, what are you doing?
I'm feeding the bird.
She just bit me. If she thinks you're rewarding her, she'll do it again.
I'll clean the bird cage. Carmen, can you go outside and get the mail for me, please?
Sure. Sam, get in here.
What are you doing?
Do you see that man out there?
Yeah.
Do not let him in here.
Why not?
You gotta tell him you don't know who I am.
Who is he?
We don't have time for that. Just get rid of him.
Can I help you? I'm here to see Carmen Luna. There's no one here by that name. Her cousin told me this is where she's staying. Looks like her cousin got it wrong. Come on, man. I drove all the way from Miami. I don't know what else to tell you. But here's my card. If you should happen to see this woman that doesn't live here, tell her Oscar is in town and really needs to talk to her. What the hell is going on, Carmen? Who was that?
My husband.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
I finished the dishes. Would you like me to start on the laundry?
I would. Thank you.
Just so you know, the Staffords went to visit Michael's family in Florida, so I'm yours for the week if you need me. For cleaning or conversation.
What on earth would we have to talk about?
I'll get started on the laundry.
You got the original coroner's report I sent over?
I did. Coroner contends it was all a big mix-up.
A cover-up is more like it.
DA's looking into it, Ida.
Yeah, well, while you look, how about letting my client out on bail?
That's not gonna happen.
Come on. We can prove Flora Hernandez found out she was pregnant just before she was murdered. And my client wasn't the father.
Do you know who it was?
No, but I'm betting baby daddy wasn't thrilled to be handed that cigar. And that's called motive. Something Eddie didn't have.
Didn't he?
No, I had no reason to kill Flora.
Recognize those emails, Eddie?
Keep your mouth shut. Don't say another word.
Good morning, Remy. I brought you your breakfast. Come on, wake up. You're gonna be late for class. Let's get a move on, sleepyhead. Do you mind?
Oh, crap.
Damn it, Rosie. How much wax did you put on this floor?
Just 2 coats. Is it slippery?
Like an ice rink. God, I'm late. But the director calls. Tell him I left 20 minutes ago.
Aren't you gonna kiss your son goodbye?
I'm already in character. And she doesn't have kids. What are you doing?
I'm trying to kiss you.
In front of a baby?
We won't talk, huh?
You're not funny. And what happened the other night was wrong. It was nice, but wrong.
Come on, Rosie. All we did was kiss. It's not like we had sex.
That's true.
Would you like to have sex?
Mr. Spence,
Rosie, don't you want to be with me?
even if I do, you made a vow to your wife. We can't go around breaking the rules. It's bad.
Why does it feel so good?
Stop right there.
One kiss. Just to remind me I'm alive.
So help me, I'll hit you.
You wouldn't hit a man in love. Oh.
What in the world? You were right, Mrs. Berry. Very slippery.
What happened? Eddie proposed to Flora 2 weeks before she was killed.
Proposed?
Like, marriage?
Yes, and she turned him down flat.
He never told me they were that serious.
You know how I've been telling you they don't have enough to convict your son of first-degree murder? Now they do.
I married Oscar Valdez when I was 17. He wanted a traditional Latin wife, someone who would cook for him and clean and have a house full of babies. Well, the babies never came. My life was so empty. The only thing that gave me any kind of joy was my singing. I told Oscar I wanted to try for a career as a professional. He said no. I told him I needed to do something with my life. And he said, "You're my wife. That should be enough."
So you left her.
In the middle of the night, I just left my wedding ring on the pillow and walked out.
You never got a divorce?
He wouldn't have agreed to that. That would have meant he failed. Oscar Valdez doesn't fail. But now he's found me. God, I don't know what to do.
You gotta talk to him.
Are you crazy?
This guy is your husband. If it's over, say it to his face. You owe him that.
No, I can't. Odessa, please. Help me out here.
There are some problems you cannot run away from. You must face this man.
So, that was weird.
What was? Oh, the girl in the bed. No. It's good that you have a girlfriend. Very, very good.
Allison is not my girlfriend. She used to be, a long time ago.
Really?
I've been really stressed out because of my finals, and I went to a club to blow some steam, and I ran into her. One thing led to another, and...
I don't need the details, okay?
Okay.
So, if there's nothing else?
I was gonna get some coffee for Allison.
Oh, I'll get it.
Are you sure?
It's fine. How does she like it?
Just milk. She's off sugar.
I'll bring it right up.
Okay. Thanks.
Ran into Mark and Phil at the mall the other day.
Oh,
Yeah, they were going to that Japanese restaurant you like to celebrate their 10th anniversary.
good for them.
Do you know they have an open relationship?
No.
Yeah. Whenever Mark's away on those business trips to Europe, he's totally allowed to hook up with other guys. And while he's away, Phil's allowed to do the same thing.
Wow, they're such a boring couple. That almost makes them interesting.
Yeah, they've really found a way to put some excitement in their lives, and they still come home to each other.
Why are we talking about this?
Let's be honest. We haven't had sex in I don't know how long, and I know that you're miserable. But we need to find a way to stay together for Tucker's sake. And if that means changing the rules of our relationship, I'm willing to consider it. Now, I know I'm laying a lot on you, so take as much time as you need to consider.
I'm in. Thanks.
Got a call from Ty Cleo today. He and Vera want to know if we're free for dinner on Thursday. I told him we were.
You told him we were free Thursday night.
I checked the calendar. We don't have plans. Clearly I'm forgetting something. Could you forego the accusatory look and just tell me what it is?
Thursday is the 18th.
Oh, my God.
How could you forget?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You'll call Ty and cancel?
Immediately. Evelyn, you were right to strike me.
So I walk into this club the other night, and who do I see? My first boyfriend in high school. Come in.
Remy wanted fresh towels?
He's still in the shower. Just put them over there. Celia, hold on. Could you do me a favor? I'm missing a gold hoop earring, and I can't see a thing because I forgot my contact solution. Would you mind looking for it?
Okay.
Thanks. I think it rolled under the bed. So anyway, I walk up to him, and I'm all like, OMG, Remy, you are so much hotter than you were in high school. Next thing you know, he takes me back to his place, and it is so on. And he's all, wow, you've learned some stuff since the last time we did it. And I'm like, you don't know the half of it. You know, I have to play this just right because this guy's absolutely marriage material. Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I think I heard the dryer. I'll have to look for your earring later.
Oh, okay, thanks. Hey. Ugh, nobody, just the maid. So what are you doing tomorrow?
I read the emails.
Oh.
A rejected marriage proposal. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of important.
I was embarrassed. Okay.
You're accused of murder. You can't afford to be embarrassed.
I know, I'm sorry, all right?
I don't understand how you could propose. You knew her for 2 months.
I was in love.
Still, it's a huge decision. How could you not tell me about it?
Because he would have tried to talk me out of it.
With good reason. Flora Hernandez was not the girl you thought she was.
You must be loving this.
Excuse me?
Wasn't this what you live for? Every time I messed up, you could swoop in and fix my life?
All I've ever done is try to protect you.
Geez, you haven't noticed? I'm a man now. I can take care of myself.
Really? Look at where you are. Eddie, oh, please come back. Eddie, Eddie.
Wow. You're in a good mood.
That's because this is the last time we have to do it in your crappy trailer.
What's going on?
Last night, Spence told me he was willing to have an open marriage.
You're kidding.
That dweeb is so desperate to hang on to me, he's willing to let me step out once in a while. Isn't that amazing? Why are you laughing?
I've never seen you be stupid before. It's refreshing.
How am I stupid?
Spence a man?
In theory.
Well, when a man starts talking about having an open marriage, it's not because he wants his wife to have a good time.
I don't understand.
Baby, get with the program. Your husband's having an affair. Hey.
Where are you going?
I'm meeting my advisor. I'm asking for more time to finish my thesis, and I can't be late.
Wait, isn't Allison still here?
Yeah, she's just gonna hang out and wait for me. If you could look after her while I'm gone.
No.
What?
I have work to do. I'm a housekeeper, not a babysitter.
I'm not asking you to babysit. Just be nice to her. Get her something to drink. Show her how to use the TV. Look, can we talk about this later? Please, I really have to go.
Is there anything I can do for you? Oh, will you ask those guys to turn off their leaf blower? It's kind of loud and my Spanish is muy rusty.
Abundio, por favor, silencio para la princesa.
Anything else? Well, since you asked, would you mind putting a little bit of sunblock on my shoulders?
Excuse me?
Oh, I totally would, but... Thank you. So, you've been working here a while. Is Remy seeing anyone?
What?
Well, we used to be an item back in the day, and I'm starting to realize how much I've missed him. Actually, Remy has several girlfriends. Several. Yep. He has a different girl in his bed every night. Look, that's all of this unlocked now. If you'll excuse me, I have windows to wash. One more thing. Would you mind doing my toes?
You're kidding.
Well, I know it's a lot to ask, but...
No, you can paint your own toes.
See, I phrased it as a question, but I meant it as a sentence. You're doing my toes.
See, the thing is, I'm not.
You know, I heard Remy tell you to be nice to me. Now, maybe he doesn't realize you're obsessed with him, or that you lie to his friends about his sex life. I mean, either way, I'm gonna have to warn him about you. Unless, of course, you do what I ask.
What the hell? Oh, too much?
I couldn't decide in the store. What do you think of this one?
I think that would look nice on Mr. Powell.
Who wasn't shopping for Adrian? Here, feel this. It's cashmere.
Oh, that's fantastic. So who are you shopping for?
This is a birthday gift for our son.
I didn't know you and Mr. Powell had a son.
We don't anymore. He was killed.
When did this happen?
15 years ago. Barrett would have been 21 tomorrow. I just cannot decide. They are both exquisite.
Mrs. Powell, I'm confused. Why?
Am I buying a gift for my dead son?
Well, yes.
Adrian and I agreed a long time ago not to discuss him except once a year on his birthday. We buy him a cake and candles and a gift we think he would have enjoyed, and we talk about what he would have been like, the things we would have taught him. And then we blow out his candles and we don't speak of him again until his next birthday.
Mrs. Powell, I am so sorry.
I think he would have liked the cashmere.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. Perry? Yes. Come in. What's going on?
Last night, my husband asked me if I wanted to have an open marriage.
He did?
And since I'm not stupid, I figured out that he only suggested this because he's already involved with someone.
Really?
You must know what I'm about to ask you.
Probably. But you say it first.
I want you to tell me who he's seen. Oh. Do you know everything that goes on in this house? I'm sure you've overheard some phone calls. Maybe Spence has had a lady friend over for a visit.
No, I'm pretty sure he's not having sex with anyone, Mrs. Perry.
But you're not positive. Do you suspect he might be interested in someone?
Well,
you know. I can see it in your face. Stop protecting him.
I'm not protecting him.
Damn it, Rosie. Tell me this slut's name so I can cut her nipples off.
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about this.
You always need money for your son, don't you? Well, I'll play ball. I'll give you $5,000 to give me this whore's name. Well?
Hold on, this is getting complicated.
Rosie, please, I need to know if my husband has betrayed me.
You mean like you betrayed him?
That's different.
Why?
Because he's lucky to have me.
If I find out Mr. Spence is running around out there, I will tell you.
Thank you.
You change your hair.
Do you like it?
You should invite me. We have a lot to talk about.
I guess we do.
So do you have children?
A son. Just finished college.
College? Good for you. How often do you see him?
Not as often as I'd like. We fight a lot.
About what?
You name it. He thinks I'm too demanding. I think he makes poor choices. It's not easy.
Sometimes I wonder whether Barrett would have liked me.
Of course he would have.
I don't know. I'm something of an acquired taste.
I have no doubt that your son would have loved you deeply.
I wouldn't have cared if he'd hated me, just so long as he'd lived.
So, how is everyone back home?
They miss you. So how's your singing career going?
It's good.
Do you have any gigs lined up?
Not yet, no. But soon, I think.
But there's nothing definite.
Well, it takes time.
I keep thinking about all the girls who come to this town, thinking they got talent, hoping someone will make them a star. Then one day they wake up and they realize they have wasted the best years of their lives. I don't want you to be one of those girls, Carmen. My glass is empty.
What do you want?
I want you to come back home. It'll be different now. I'll be different. I actually spoke to the owner of Cantina Rosada, and he's looking for a girl singer on weekends. He's willing to give you a try. Just come back. I'll find a way to make you happy.
I'm sorry, Oscar. It was wrong to leave you the way I did, but it was right to leave. I can't go back.
That guy who opened the door the other day,
It has nothing to do with this.
have you been with him?
I think it's time for you to go.
You're my wife. You're going with me.
No, I'm not. What are you doing, Oscar? No!
If you leave now, I will not call the police.
Odessa, I don't know how to thank you.
I understand you more than you think.
Really?
There are so many bad men in this world. Maybe you should be a little nicer to the good ones.
Vida! You should go to the hospital. You could have a concussion.
I gotta find that damn bird first. Those are out here. Anything else?
I wanted to thank you for, well, you know.
Should be thanking Odessa. She's the one who took care of business. I just got my ass kicked.
I saw that way you fought for me, Sam. That look in your eyes. I don't think I'll ever forget it.
He was hurting you. Can't allow that.
My whole life, I've had to fight for everything I've ever wanted. I never felt like anyone was on my side. Thank you.
The concussion is now officially worth it.
But the thing is,
You don't want a relationship. No. Would you like a friend?
Yes.
That's what I'll be.
Thank you.
No problem, baby.
How long has this been going on?
I walked in on Mrs. Perry and her co-star over a month ago.
Why did you finally decide to tell me?
At first, I Didn't think it was my place. But you and I are becoming so close, I couldn't protect her anymore.
So, you know the name of a good divorce lawyer?
You can't leave her.
Why not? It's a pretend marriage. I'm sick of pretending.
Mr. Spence.
And we could finally be together. I want the world to know how I feel about you.
But what about your son?
Tucker.
She'll fight you for custody. You could lose him.
I'll prove that she's an unfit parent.
If you leave her for your maid, would people think you're much better? If you love your son as much as I love mine, you can't risk losing him.
It's my job to teach my son how to be a man. How can I do that when I'm constantly being humiliated? I need a reason to get up in the morning, Rosie. I need to know there's some moment of happiness waiting for me.
So do I.
Allison says you tried to kill her.
Hey, she pushed me first, and if I wanted her dead, she'd be dead.
Why are you acting this way?
Because I'm upset. She's a total bitch, and you shouldn't be dating her.
Since when do you care who I date?
That's a stupid thing to say.
Why?
Because you know how I feel about you.
I know you like me, and I like you too, but...
I liked you when I was 12. Now...
Whoa. Are you saying...
I'm not saying anything. I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay?
Valentina, this is crazy. We've never been on a date. We've never even held hands. I mean, how can you be in love with someone when you haven't even kissed them?
You're absolutely right.
Good, because this could have got...
Are we clear on how I feel about you now? Good.
So, did you fire Valentina?
No,
Why not?
because her mom has worked here for 20 years. They're like part of the family.
Still, after what she did?
Well, from what I hear, you weren't exactly well behaved yourself.
So you're taking her side?
I've had a really stressful day, all right? First school, then you and Valentina. I'm not in the mood to fight with you.
Okay. So are we going to the club?
No.
I'm so glad we hooked up. It's been cool getting to know you again. I can't believe how mature you've become. Remember how wild you used to get?
Me? You were the wild one.
Me? I was just trying to keep up with you. You always could party with the best of them.
Crazy days. But we gotta grow up sometime, right?
Come on. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean we can't still have fun.
What kind of fun did you have in mind? I haven't done that in a while.
You didn't fire that awful girl. You're not taking me to the club. Come on. You owe me.
I was 6 when my mother died, but I didn't cry. When the doctors told me that I couldn't have any children of my own, I nodded and called an adoption agency. When your father ran off with that waitress, I laughed and said, good riddance. My whole life, I thought I could handle anything. But I'm not strong enough to lose you. So, we have to get you out of here. But in order to do that, we have to be absolutely honest with each other. I will tell you everything that I've learned about Flora in the last 2 months. And you'll tell me every detail about your relationship, okay?
Okay.
Now, honey, some of this might be hard for you to hear.
It's okay. I told you, I don't want to be protected anymore.
Flora had a plan. She wanted to get pregnant by a rich man. And then she would blackmail him into supporting that child until the age of 18. She started having sex with friends of Adrian Powell. He would pay her for the sessions, but even he had no idea what she really had in mind.
Hey, where are you off to?
I'm seeing one of my co-stars. I promised to meet run lines before you shoot our big scene tomorrow.
Is this Cody you're meeting with?
Yeah.
very handsome.
Yeah. I guess he is.
I hope you have a good time.
This is work. I have to take this. Hey.
You have to work with me here. This is a chance for me to make some real money. And we will.
Of course he will pay. Because it's on video.
Mom, it's me. I remembered something.
He would have loved it.
Do you really think so? I do. Well, you never know. He might not have had a sense of style.
With us as parents? Don't be silly.
Been 15 years since he died.
Doesn't seem possible, does it?
Have you forgiven me yet?
No.
I didn't think so, but I had to ask.
Could you forgive me if I caused his death?
Of course not.
Well, there you go. But you still look beautiful by candlelight.
Thank you. Is there any chance you'd want to make love to me tonight?
What a bizarre question.
15 years is a long time. I thought the novelty might appeal to you.
You took your eyes off of him. You let that car plow right into him.
You're not interested, I get it.
I was still so filled with rage I could barely touch your hand.
Well, you've certainly got back at me with your disgusting little hobby.
I told you if I was going to stay, my needs would have to be met. That was the deal. You agreed.
And you broke the rules when you crossed the line from voyeur to participant.
You're talking about Flora.
Aren't we always?
Evelyn! We allow ourselves one day of the year to talk about our son. Why are you ruining it?
You're right. I apologize. For everything.
Next year, I'm going to buy Barrett an Armani tux.
Armani?
With his sense of style, he would accept nothing less.
Sunday.
Oh my God.
Why are you saying, oh my God?
You now don't have a cent to your name.
Oh my God.